Ever wondered how some people nail every interview or group discussion they participate in? There's a secret sauce to this success, and it all starts with the power of first impressions. You see, the moment you walk into a room, your audience, whether they are interviewers, colleagues, or anyone else, starts forming judgments about you. And these judgments, my friends, are formed within the blink of an eye, in the first 7 seconds, to be precise. Yes, you've heard it right. 7 crucial seconds to make or break your impression. Now, you might think, what can I possibly convey in such a short time? Well, quite a lot, actually. Let's delve a bit deeper into this. First impressions are less about what you say and more about how you present yourself. It's about your body language, the clothes you wear, and even your punctuality. Body language speaks volumes before you utter a single word. A firm handshake, a confident posture, and a genuine smile can set a positive tone for the rest of the interaction. It tells your audience that you are confident, approachable, and ready for the challenge. Then comes your attire. Dressing appropriately for an interview or a group discussion is like wrapping a gift. The better the wrapping, the more appealing the gift seems. And trust me, people do judge a book by its cover, especially in professional settings. So, always dress the part. And finally, punctuality. Arriving on time, or better yet, a few minutes early, sends a clear message that you value the opportunity and respect other people's time. It's a subtle way of saying, I'm reliable and take my commitment seriously. Remember, the first impression is a lasting one. Make it count. This is the first step towards nailing that interview or leading that group discussion. Because once you've made a positive first impression, you've already set the stage for success. So, go out there and let your first impression speak louder than words. Now, imagine stepping into a room and commanding attention with your presentation skills. Sounds impressive, right? In the world of interviews, your presentation skills can set you apart. They can be the difference between you and the next candidate. So, how do we master this art? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about clarity of speech. This isn't just about enunciating your words correctly, but also about communicating your thoughts clearly. It's about making complex ideas simple and simple ideas exciting. It's about making sure that every word you utter adds value to your message. Remember, it's not about using big words, but about making big impacts. Next, we have eye contact. Maintaining eye contact during a presentation shows confidence and sincerity. It tells the listener that you are fully present, engaged, and invested in the conversation. It helps you connect with your audience on a deeper level. But of course, there's a fine line between maintaining eye contact and staring. So, make sure your gaze is natural and relaxed. Body language is another crucial aspect of presentation skills. The way you stand, the way you move, the way you use your hands, all tell a story. They either enhance your message or detract from it. So stand tall, move with purpose, and use your hands to emphasize key points. But remember, less is more when it comes to body language. Last but not least, we have rehearsal. You might have heard the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, in the context of presentation skills, it's more like rehearsal makes real. By rehearsing your presentation, you familiarize yourself with your content, you find your rhythm, and you build confidence. It's the final step that brings everything together. Presentation skills are not just about speaking. They're about engaging, persuading, and leaving a lasting impression. So take these tips, practice them, and watch as you transform into a master presenter. Ever felt overshadowed in a group discussion? Well, it's time to shine. You see, group discussions are a delicate dance of communication where the spotlight isn't always on the loudest voice, but often on the most constructive one. Let's start with the first technique, active listening. This isn't just about hearing words, it's about comprehending ideas, digesting them, and responding thoughtfully. It's about showing that you value others' perspectives, which in turn makes your own contributions more valuable. Next up, we have respectful disagreement. It's natural to have differing opinions, but it's how you express them that matters. A disagreement isn't a boxing match. It's an opportunity to present a different viewpoint. So, steer clear of phrases like, "You're wrong." Instead, use softer language such as, "I see where you're coming from, but have you considered this perspective?" Then we have clear articulation of points. It's not enough to have great ideas. You need to express them effectively too. Be concise, stay on topic, and use simple language. Remember, it's about making your point understood, not showing off your vocabulary. Lastly, it's crucial to acknowledge others' ideas. This doesn't mean just nodding along. It means building upon others' thoughts, crediting them for their insights, and fostering an environment of collaboration. This way, you're not just a participant, but a catalyst, sparking ideas and driving the discussion forward. So let's recap. Active listening, respectful disagreement, clear articulation, and acknowledging others' ideas. These aren't just techniques for group discussions. They are pillars of effective communication in any setting. In a group discussion, it's not about outshining others, but about contributing effectively to the conversation. So the next time you find yourself in a group discussion, remember these techniques and ensure that your voice is not just heard, but truly listened to. Stepping on a banana peel in an interview or group discussion is not the most graceful move. Let's help you avoid those. Lack of preparation is a common pitfall that many people tumble into. Just like you wouldn't show up to a marathon without training, you shouldn't arrive at an interview or group discussion without doing your homework. Research the company, understand the role you're applying for, and familiarize yourself with the industry trends. Your knowledge will speak volumes about your commitment and interest. Weak body language can also be a stumbling block. Remember, your body speaks as loudly as your words. Maintain eye contact, use open postures, and avoid fidgeting. These nonverbal cues convey confidence and engagement. Practice them until they become second nature. Then we have the inability to handle criticism. It's a tough one, isn't it? But remember, criticism is not a personal attack. It's an opportunity for growth. So the next time you face criticism, take a deep breath, listen carefully, and respond thoughtfully. Show your interviewer or group members that you're open to feedback and eager to learn. Another pitfall is failing to ask insightful questions. Yes, the interview is about you, but it's also about the company and the role you're applying for. Asking thoughtful questions demonstrates your interest in the position and your ability to think strategically. So don't shy away from asking about the company's culture, challenges, or future plans. Let's not forget about the pitfall of not following up after an interview or group discussion. A thank you note or email can leave a lasting impression. It shows your appreciation for the opportunity and your interest in the role. But remember, keep it concise and professional. Now, these are just some of the common pitfalls. Each interview or group discussion is unique, and you might encounter different challenges. But with preparation, practice, and a positive attitude, you can navigate these obstacles with grace and confidence. Avoiding these pitfalls will set you apart from the crowd and bring you one step closer to success. Ever heard the saying, "Practice makes perfect"? It's true. There's no magic wand to instantly grant you impeccable presentation skills or group discussion techniques. It's through consistent practice that we truly refine these abilities. Think of practice as the sharpening stone for your interview skills. You might be wondering, how do I practice? Well, mock interviews and group discussions are a fantastic way to do so. They mirror real-world scenarios and provide a safe space to make and learn from mistakes. Engage your friends, family, or mentors in these sessions. Their feedback will be instrumental in curating your unique style and approach. Remember, it's not about replicating someone else's style, but rather finding your own voice and comfort zone. Every stumble, every pause, every and you overcome brings you one step closer to perfection. The more you practice, the more natural and confident you'll become. So, what have we learned today? Well, we've journeyed through the essential techniques that can significantly enhance your interview experience. We started by understanding the undeniable power of first impressions and how they can set the tone for the rest of your interaction. We then moved on to mastering the art of presentation, emphasizing the importance of clarity, confidence, and connection. Next, we dove into the dynamics of group discussions, highlighting the importance of active listening, effective communication, and balanced participation. We also explored common pitfalls that can trip you up during interviews and group discussions and provided tips on how to sidestep them. Finally, we underscored the power of practice in honing these skills. Because remember, practice doesn't make perfect, perfect practice makes perfect. Subscribe for more because you won't find me later. Remember, these skills are not just for interviews or group discussions, they're for life.